Hello, adventurers! This is Walter Mythkite reporting for GNN, the Gielinor News Network. Many adventurers have been messaging us on their Comorb asking us how to defeat demonic gorillas. Our producer and adventurer correspondent, Weave, has created this guide for your enjoyment, education, and encouragement. Take it away, Weave!
Alrighty folks, let's get right into it. Before we can get started though, you'll need to have Monkey Madness 2 done to access the demonic gorillas. And if you can do that quest, you have all the skills you need to defeat these guys. Let's get into gear. To defeat the demonic gorillas, you'll need 2 combat styles. Since I like to minimize my switches, I do these on a Black Demon Slayer task so I don't have to bring a helm switch and I'll be doing more damage. Just make sure your Slayer helm is imbued so you get the damage and accuracy bonus for range as well. Ideally, you can just bring a ranged body, melee legs, and a weapon switch to make things easy. That said, demonic gorillas are a great place for players new to PvM to learn switching. So, once you find that you're able to get your switches down, feel free to bring more to practice, but know that it isn't really necessary. As far as melee weapons go, the Arclight is an easily obtainable weapon that does really well here since the demonic gorillas are, well, demons. After that, bring a solid ranged weapon of your choice. The blowpipe is a great choice, but Iron Men without one will get a lot of use out of the Hunter Sunlight crossbow. Since the demonic gorillas have a high magic level, I encourage you to fight that temptation to use Demon Bane spells here. Not only is it not worth the effort of having to recast Mark of Darkness, you also lose the ability to cast High Alchemy on all of the rune drops. As for the remaining slots, I like to focus on strength bonus while not sacrificing too much ranged accuracy. Again, as you get better at switching your gear, you can bring more switches to increase your damage. As for me, I like to be laid back, so I only ever bring a weapon switch while camping my Ava's device, melee boots, Barrow's gloves, and an Amulet of Fury. In the realm of special attack weapons, the Burning Claws are a great damage option, but a Dragon Dagger would suffice. If you aren't using melee, the Blowpipe special attack will do well enough. If you are paying enough attention to using your special attacks on cooldown, a Light Bearer in the ring slot is well worth it. The goal of my guides is not to provide an exact list that can be mindlessly followed, but to help you understand what you need to bring so that you can bring what works for you in your current progression. If you have a specific question related to the gear that you have or are looking to buy, please comment in this video and we'll reply to it. In the inventory, I have my ranged weapon switch and my special attack weapon. You will make plenty enough money at the demonic gorillas that you can pay the extra amount for divine super combat and ranged potions. If you're an iron, you can make the decision whether you want to use those resources here if you have them. They are by no means necessary, but it's free real estate if you aren't an iron. Make sure to bring runes to cast High Alchemy and a method to teleport to a bank, whether that's more runes or another method. Before I maxed, I would always keep laws, natures, and combination runes that let me have all elements in my rune pouch so that I could teleport everywhere on the standard spellbook and cast High Alchemy. If you have it unlocked and don't plan on bringing the ashes, the Ash Sanctifier from the Corinne Diary will help you not leave as much prayer XP on the table. Finally, bring a combination of something to restore prayer and hit points. As you get better at demonic gorillas, your ratio of food to potions will change as far as how much of each you need. Don't put too much thought into your ratio on your first trip, as you're going to adjust anyways. Now that we have our gear and inventory covered, let's head back to the crash site that you unlocked from completing Monkey Madness 2. For myself, I like to use the Seed Pod since it teleports you to a bank and it's close to the crash site. Or maybe you could use Spirit Trees. Once inside, none of the gorillas are aggressive, so work on finding an empty spot. Sometimes between bot ban waves, these caves can get crowded, so either world hop or try to find the ones in the back of the cave for less competition. When it comes to the fight itself, the demonic gorillas will always be protecting from a combat style. When you successfully deal 70 damage, they're going to swap to the combat style you are currently using. As for the combat style the demonic gorillas are attacking with, they will change their style after they miss 3 attacks. If you're not counting, that's okay. Above their head, you'll see some text. You won't know what the gorilla is going to attack with before you start fighting it or when it's changing combat mid-style during the fight, but it will always be a 50-50 shot between the 2 styles it isn't currently using. Whenever the gorilla isn't preying against ranged, I recommend attacking with ranged while preying against a non-melee style it could potentially attack with. If the gorilla starts moving towards you, you can prey melee to avoid the damage. That lets you always avoid damage in those scenarios. This works less well if the gorilla is switching from the melee style to ranged or mage. So just hope you guessed the coin flip correctly in that case. If you want to min-max that coin flip though, you can prey against the combat style you have a lower defense against. In my case, whenever the gorilla is switching from melee, I could prey mage, since the ranged attacks have a higher likelihood of missing me anyways. Finally, keep an eye out for the gorilla's special attack of making a boulder fall on your current tile. Simply move to another tile to avoid the damage. That's all there is to the demonic gorillas. To someone new to switching prayer and gear, it can seem like there's a lot going on, but the skills you're practicing here at Demonic Gorillas will be used at almost every boss and raid as you continue to progress your account. These are well worth doing for the practice alone. I wish you luck on your Zenyte drops, and if you're an Iron, I also hope you get the Ballista pieces so that you can have your range switch ready for Araxor. Take us out, Walter.
Thank you, Weave. Remember, if you have any questions specific to your account progression and how demonic gorillas fit into it, please leave us a comment. This is also our first video outside of our weekly news coverage, so let us know what you think. Our broadcast only airs each week because of viewers like you that like and subscribe to our show. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Weave and Walter Mythkite for GNN, signing off.